Welcome viewers, this is Winch here. Glad you could join me. Want to talk about the M417 again. Semi-automatic recon class sniper rifle. And look at this, I know what you're thinking, that's right. This thing shoots RPG, capable of killing multiple enemies with one shot, particularly in the head, or if you're doing heavy damage. But you'll see double and triple kills with this gun all day long if enemies are foolish enough to stack up against each other. Again, not getting wrapped up in stats here, but in terms of loadouts, there's two recommendations I can give you. You can either run it with a grip or without a grip. With a bipod, or what I'm trying to say is you can run it with either the grip or the bipod. Either one's a good loadout. Here I'm going to show you with the bipod. This weapon, what I want to show you in this footage, and it's a range of clips coming from Team Deathmatch to Conquest Assault to Rush, all game modes, all maps. This weapon is a very, very dynamic and versatile weapon. This is a great location on Tehran Highway to set up a bipod. We can show you lots of head glitch spots throughout this video, because we all know that that's really what makes you win engagements for the most part, and it's a source of frustration in competitive gaming, but unfortunately there's just not much we can do about it. So I will mention a few headshot glitch spots. This is a great one for a bipod. You see me set up for you guys. Here you can see a situation where the teams decided to flank around. They spawned over there at my 2 o'clock position. So I'm going to throw it down here. You think I got time with the bipod? Again, this is why this is a great setup with this bipod. So I've knocked out 2 guys with 1 shot, headshot across the map, and get the marksman designation there, 113 meter headshot. Again, this weapon, unbelievable. The strengths of it are its damage. Again, the high damage model, its accuracy. Aiming down sight accuracy is incredibly tight for this gun. It's basically on par with the SKS. Aiming down sight penalty of 0.05. The SKS is 0.1, so actually this is technically just a little more accurate than the SKS. However, the SKS does have the benefit of having more attachments, and that being you can put a heavy barrel at it, which will increase your aiming down sight accuracy. That is not available on this weapon, unfortunately. So you can see really all you can put on it is a laser sight or a suppressor. Suppressor's not a bad option, however, I don't like suppressors because they nerf your damage model, increase your drop off, etc. So I typically stay away from them. And where I find this weapon really excels a lot of times is in close range engagement. So having that laser sight really helps you shoot from the hip. Now right here I'm showing you, as I slowed that down, this is another great spot to be on this map. Anytime you can get foliage and cover in one, you're good to go. And there's many times I've been on numerous games, been on this position, knowing where the enemy team's spawning and flanking towards my position, where you can just put them down all day long. If you take fire, you can just pull back just a little bit, shake off that suppression, then come right up to that cover, and they're not even going to have a chance. I don't even care if they're snipers like this guy is. So you can see him suppressed here. Just a good pull back here, give me a little distance from him. I'll shake off the suppression, come right back up to the wall, head glitch all day long here, and put him down. As you can see, this weapon going toe-to-toe against high capacity or bolt action type sniper rifles, it don't make any difference. This gun's just incredible. Now I mentioned this briefly in the loadout. Grip versus bipod, I can't say which one I prefer. For the most part, the weapon does have some obscure random recoil, more so than any gun I've seen in terms of its horizontal recoil. It will jump around a little bit on you, so I certainly can endorse utilizing a bipod, or excuse me, a grip. But a lot of times too, you will notice when you run with a grip, your aiming down sight accuracy suffers a bit. And even though you got your reticle right on a target, that is, and you're accounting for the recoil change and patterns, it's still you're not getting bullets on target. So this is about the most obscure weapon in the game, I could say, in terms of hit detection, recoil patterns. However, for the most part, I will say this, is that this weapon is a monster when it comes to headshots. If you watch this footage closely, you will see me obtain accuracy ribbon after accuracy ribbon after accuracy ribbon, and I've got deplorable accuracy, I'll be the first to say it. And it doesn't matter if I'm shooting from the hip, aiming down sight, sniping, whatever. It does have a vertical recoil to it. And it just, something about this gun, it migrates straight to the head. And it will get you, it will save your butt so many times at close range with this gun. And I apologize for the sound being out on this first part. I think it's okay, it's back now, I'm sorry. For the most part, This gun, you'll be surprised how often this gun saves your butt. Just shooting guys and getting those one-shot kills is just like the SKS in that respect, where a lot of times you surprise yourself how quick you can put somebody down. But again, there's accuracy ribbon. A lot of times this weapon, what it is, it's just an all-around versatile weapon, and it's a battle rifle. What that means is it's capable of running just like an assault class gun. So if you're an aggressive recon player like me, you have a weapon finally in your category that's capable of going toe-to-toe against those heavy hitters in the assault class, your M16s, your AKs. If there's anything, if you notice in this footage, pay attention to when I'm going against players, what kind of guns they're running against. And obviously in Operation Metro you see that a lot, where those most popular weapons in the game, you'll come across them, and a lot of times you'll be successful in putting them down because you have that one-shot capability. The AKs, the M16s, they lack that stopping power. Anytime you see tugs like that, just take that thing out, because that gives a team so much situational awareness. That's always your #1 priority. But a lot of times on Metro, you'll constantly be running against those heavy-hitting guns, and while they are deadly, bear in mind they can never kill one shot. So that's where you have an advantage over them. If you got some decent accuracy, you got a little luck on your side, this gun could be an absolute nightmare in the eyes of an assault player. They don't have that damage problem. Right here is a little trolley operation here, as I moved on to secure this bomb site, and I guess these players kind of got acclimated where it's at. Here's a guy with a shotgun that just pulls off an epic fail there. I slowed this clip down here, I thought like that, as this guy comes in, and I switched to the G18, which is a great sidearm to complement this. Well, look how he goes head over heels there. Isn't this great, the physics engine in this game? I mean, was he doing like a little breakdance here as he goes down? Just love those moments in Battlefield 3. A lot of fun when you're capitalizing on the enemy player. It's just too aggressive. Put them down. But again, have a good sidearm to have with this gun. A lot of times, if your bullets are hitting, you need to have a good sidearm to rely on. G18 is a great one. Right here, notice how I'm taking fire. Just a slight strafe there to the right. Put that tree between me and him. Pop back out after, just shake off a little bit of that suppression. Kind of throw his aim off. Little quick tip there. Another great little tip that keeps me surviving. Here's some epic shooting fail right here. As I'm desperately chasing down this guy. Normally this goes against my policy, chasing down players. However, I realized he was going towards a friendly player of mine. That's one scenario where you can continue the pursuit and chase him down. Ranges like this too, all day long this gun puts him down. So you'll see me walk through about a 15 kill streak, I think, on this match. Unfortunately, I had a really good footage recorded just a couple days ago on Sharkey Peninsula. I was on Team Deathmatch, got about 20 kill streak on that. Running through there. Of course, my recorder malfunctioned because my connection EA dropped, so I wasn't able to capture that. So I have to stick with what I got here, but for the most part, I want to show you again how you can, in these last few clips, I'll show you how you can really dominate the battlefield, in that being that you're controlling the enemy player's movement. So what I mean by that is, like, whenever it's not necessarily spawn camping, however, how you progress through the map and how you go on the offensive puts the enemy players on the defensive, and how you react to their movements can have a lot to do with your success in putting them down. Right here again, the moment you see a grenade there being tossed down, go down prone, get that behind cover, mitigate your vertical exposure to reduce the amount of splash damage from that grenade. There's another headshot there again. Obviously in this corner here, I got to be aware, conscientious of the back rage, the side flank. That's why I got tugs down this area. I'm always watching that mini-map. But this car, again, is a great spot to be head glitching all day long. I've said this probably a dozen times before. Obviously, the team's spawning here in front of you. Even if they are spawning in front of you, it doesn't mean you got a free ticket here. Obviously, they know where you're at, and it doesn't take much suppressive fire to put you down. That's one thing I can caution strongly about this weapon, is it has absolutely no accuracy under suppression. But right here, if you are getting your presence known and somebody starts throwing bullets at you, go back to your secondary position. Behind this fuss, between this and the wall, great window to shoot through here, and that's what this gun's for. This is still a sniper rifle. You want to make your shots accurate, you want to make your exposure limited, you want to keep a lower profile, and you want to deliver a deadly punch while receiving a limited amount of suppression. Right here I got distracted looking down. That's one thing that's kind of bad about the holographic sight. I didn't realize that guy was leapfrogging right in front of me until he kind of got right up there in the picture. My peripheral vision was cut out below me. So those are tactics that you got to bear in mind. That you know, you're not Rambo. However, you are holding a Rambo-style gun. This weapon's suppression is unbelievable. If you're on the receiving end of this gun, a lot of times you'll see me just throwing out bullets for the sake of it. That's my support player coming out at me, because this gun fires like a support class weapon. And that being the suppressive fire of it. I don't know the exact number, but if you're ever playing it, and this is my worst nightmare in the battlefield, if you're ever going up against this gun, it's a constant laser beam type feel of this gun. It feels like an M60, but even worse sometimes. The suppressive fire is actually worse than an M60, I believe. It will shut down your team's accuracy, your enemy player's accuracy, and there's just nothing they can do other than retreat or hide. So bear that in mind too, that you throw a bipod up on this, start taking them out, and the players aren't going to be able to stand anything. I mean, all they'll do is just run for cover. So this is a great weapon to think of it as assault rifle, a support class weapon, and a sniper rifle in one. It's really kind of 3 weapons in one is the way I'm looking at this gun in my experience. Based on all the weapons I play with, this again, the knockdown power of a sniper rifle, suppressive fire of the M60, and it's just, I guess you got to throw in the accuracy too of a sniper rifle as well. Lots of fun though, when you're just dropping guys left and right. Again, here in this bus, when you're kind of refocusing on the spawn area, this is another big spawn area right here in this little corridor. Anytime you can get inside a vehicle that's blown out, you have a huge tactical advantage. This is not really head glitching, it's more of reducing your visual signature. This is like using camouflage right here. Using this cover here, shooting out. This is what snipers, I guess, in real life do. Again, I'm not a sniper in real life, but whenever they're sniping from a position, they're always inside a building. Anytime you see a movie like when they're hanging out the window and shooting out a window, that's completely inaccurate. Snipers are always using buildings, cover, and shooting from inside a position for one, to reduce their muzzles flash, and 2, to reduce their sound flash as well. It's basically like a sound suppressor on your weapon when you're shooting from inside a building. Anyway, that sounds kind of weird. I'm getting into that, but yeah, just when I watch documentaries and stuff about military operations and stuff, it's interesting to see how that translates to your gameplay. You can actually do that right here on the mini map. See that guy coming? You know where he's coming. They always come from around this corner. Why not shoot through this door and put him down that way, as opposed to just flanking left and trying to face him head on like a lot of people would in that situation? Just little things like that are how you obtain big kill streaks. I know a lot of you advanced players are thinking, yeah, that's self-explanatory, but I get daily comments from guys that watch my videos, and they're always trying to get basic tips, or they're new to the game, which is still happening, by the way. There's still lots of new players coming on this game, even though it's been out for over a year. They're still wanting to know, what kind of beginner tactics or mid-range tactics can I employ on the battlefield to increase my survivability. That's the kind of stuff you want to think of. It's always about cover, angle of exposure, clearing corners, situational awareness, employing all those tactics in unison that increase your survivability. Now, this will be the last clip I'll show. Again, I want to show how you control the battlefield and progress through the map to increase your survivability and win the match. So I push up here, there's always a sniper, it's crow's nest up here. Again, head to head with that headshot, 1-shot kill, you're down. That's all she wrote. So I push up here. This is Conquest Assault, by the way. So as we capture this position, there's pretty much just one position left for them to come from, position Alpha. So now I'm going to address that and basically shut this enemy down. And I think we're cleaning up position Echo as well. So as I progress up here, see the skull crossbones there. It means that one of my friendlies have died. Immediately start spotting players. I can see on the mini-map here, I got one on the right. I'm not going to charge up there. I'm going to let him come to me. I'm going to stay behind cover. I'm going to just observe that he retreated, went back around and flanked around. So now I'm going to throw a grenade over there to try to get a piece of him if I can. Because he retreated for a reason, did he not? I mean, he probably took fire, probably got damaged, so he pulled back, so he's wounded. Finish him off with a grenade. Now, I'm not just going to charge out there. I'm still hanging back here, trying to get a situational awareness picture of what's going on and get a strategy formulated. I want to eventually progress up there. I'm trying to time it right, though. Obviously, cutting them off is instrumental to getting this final objective. You don't want to charge up there aggressively while one's flanking behind you and gets behind you, and then at that point they can secure the position, and the battle continues. Whereas if you just wait a few moments, be a little bit patient, you can clean them up before they have a chance to get by you. And this guy right here, this is where this weapon's difficult to get shots with when they're on the flanking run like that. If I manage to get a hit on him, he's suppressed still. I have a decision to make. I don't want him to have the chance to have his squad mates spawn on him, so I make a decision here to be aggressive. Charge up there, put him down, even though he had attack light. Got him from the hip. Got a little lucky there, but that was an assault class player, as I put him down with about one shot there after I got the wound on him earlier. Had I not got the hit marker on him earlier, I wouldn't have charged after him, because again, this weapon, you don't want to rely on its ability to kill in one shot all the time. Use as a last-ditch effort, but bear in mind you do have the capability if you need to. If you call on this weapon to do it, a lot of times it can save you, but don't count on it every time to put that enemy down with one-shot kill at close range, shooting from the hip. You're just not going to get that lucky that often. So this weapon does have limitations. I'm not saying it's the best gun out there. However, in terms of a battle rifle, I'm leaning towards this more than the SKS, even though I've got thousands of kills with the SKS. I just find more often than not that I put guys down much quicker with this gun. It's just a deadly weapon. And in the hands of anybody. You can be a new player with this, trying to understand it. Again, the suppressive fire of this weapon really shuts players down. I hate being on the receiving end of this gun. It's my worst nightmare out there in terms of running across just the average gun out here. So you can see as we pushed up here, captured the last position, eliminated the last enemy threat, game over. Tickets bleed off, you win. So bear these strategies in mind about progressing through a match, capitalizing on the flow of the match, using tactics on the fly. Whatever weapon you use, it works on anything. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to the video. Try out the M417 with or without a grip, bipod versus grip. Don't ask me. They both work fine. It's a great weapon. Works good, lasts a long time. Thanks for watching.